All right, everyone. I don't know if Nick's ready or not, but I'm up at Nick's shop again today. I haven't been up here in a little while, and we were just looking at the cases that have come in, the new cases that people in the Cumberland world will get, and we're checking in on production. Since I know a lot of people out there are wondering, I've started getting emails from folks about where things are, and so I think of the process we're going through right now in phases, and so I just wanted Nick to address it a little bit more specifically. So Nick, if we think about it, where we are in phases, what would you say? And this may not be the easiest way for me to do this. Whatever, we'll do it.
Selfie cam is an interesting decision, but
yeah,
that's fine.
I know, whatever.
All right, so basically production update for those who are on our first 30 pre-orders. Things are moving along really great. We're kind of getting through what is typically the slowest part of the production phase, which is just machining all the parts before we can kind of get done. We're moving through with assembly, and we are right at the end of the actual parts production. As you can see here on my bench, all of our tops are made already, and they've already started getting assembly. So you can see here, this is a lefty top, but we've already got most of them braced up. And so there's a little bit of refining that I do on the braces to make everyone sound its best. We do a little individual tuning on those, something you're not going to get on any other Dulcimer. And so that's where the tops are at. And then all of our bodies, we have
a tower of bodies.
We have a tower of bodies. This actually isn't even all of them. I have some in other parts of the shop right now.
I just want to point out those right there, the three that look like they're kind of missing something.
Yeah, these are our lefties.
Yeah, we got three lefties right in the middle.
We got three backwards ones. So you lefties, you're right along with everybody. We're not treating you any different.
You know what I learned?
What's that?
The Seagull Merlins are not being made in lefties anymore.
Really?
Yeah, kind of surprising.
Seems dumb. Because it's a symmetrical instrument.
I know,
like why?
It's not very considerate. I know.
But if you follow me over here towards the CNC station,
the fancy stuff.
This big old pile of firewood right here is actually many necks. So our necks are through production. You can see these are right off the machine.
This is great because most people don't. I don't think most people know that there's the stripping in the.
Yeah, so that's an interesting thing we can talk about. There's a couple of things we do that are a little bit different. You can see these slots on the top of the neck. This is what will be underneath the fretboard. Those get filled with carbon fiber rods. It's pultruded carbon fiber. So basically what that does is, in lieu of a truss rod, it adds a lot of stiffness to the neck, and also by removing wood and replacing it with carbon fiber, it actually makes it lighter and more resonant, which kind of just makes a nicer, more responsive instrument when you're playing it. And I think most people who've played those early versions have been pretty complimentary about how responsive they are.
And I just, as a point of reference, like here's a truss rod. I remember seeing this when I was here before.
Yeah.
But you can't tell in a video, but this is made out of metal. I mean, it's like...
Yeah, the weight difference is that truss rod alone weighs more than this whole neck.
Yeah, it would make the whole thing imbalanced pretty significantly.
Yeah, and you'd have neck dive and all sorts of other issues where we add that carbon fiber, it leaves it nice and stiff, and then I do some creative luthiery with how I fret them as well that set them up into back bow so they should never need adjustment. Season to season, it's an extremely stable neck. In addition, if you look, one of the things I do as a luthier when I'm making these is, you can see everyone has this.
There we go.
Can you focus on that?
Yeah, I got it.
You see, anytime you see this kind of stipply look on your maple, and you'll see it on every single one of the necks because they're all quarter sawn. And what quarter sawn necks means is if you ever look at the end grain on your neck, it means
this part here.
Yeah, so when you look at the stripes of the grain, they're vertical to the neck. And what that does is it means they're significantly more stable than a flat sawn neck, which is, if you look at any bolt-on electric guitar, they're mostly flat sawn necks, which is why they have to have truss rods, because flat sawn wood loves to warp and twist with any humidity changes, where quarter sawn really fights that. So that's one of the things, again, we take a little bit more care to make sure that we're making the best instrument possible. So that's the next. They're all done. There's actually more than the first 30 there. That's, I don't even know how many, but it's more, so we can continue to roll out as we get done with this first pre-order. And then next to that, this is the last thing that's going to be going on the machine, is our fretboards. So we have the zirconia fretboards, and this is the Purple Heart, and that's really the last piece that has to go on the CNC.
Yeah, there it goes. Some of that Purple Heart came out really nice, but
there's some really gorgeous, stunning. You can see they have a little bit of scratches on them, so that all comes off once it gets milled on the CNC and gets its radius, because that's another thing that these have that other Dulcimers don't in the industry, is they have a radius fretboard, so you can do your fun bends and everything stays intonated and is much easier to play on your hands.
Radius is when it goes like that.
Yep.
I'm just letting people know. I don't know that everybody knows that.
Yeah, more like a guitar than anything. Is it especially with chording, it makes it a lot easier on your hands. So yeah, that's where we are production-wise right now. As those fretboards are on the CNC this today and into next week, we're going to start while those are running, which is the great thing about having a robot, is while those are going through their program, I'm going to start closing the box on the bodies. So that's gluing the tops to the bodies. And then from there, it all starts moving way faster, because a lot of the stuff becomes cosmetic sanding and getting stuff ready to be painted, so we can do final assembly. So we're cruising right along. Everything's going really well. Yeah. So there's your update. Hope everyone's excited for their instruments.
Yep.
I know I'm excited to get them out there.
Same. All right.
There's probably like 32 or 34 there.
I have a sneaking suspicion we'll need them sooner or later. We got some fretboards. Alright. Orbital sander or belt sander?
This is a drum sander.
Drum sander. This is our Zirconia fretboards for the deluxe edition. Nice and smooth. Ready for the CNC.